I like how you laugh every time. I saw something on TikTok.
Because I always like laughing. I'm like, damn, I am really promoting TikTok every single time. I get reminded of that thought.
All right, everybody, welcome to Hot Couch Potato, the podcast where we talk about video games and impostering. My name is Brent, aka Buop. I'm here with my man's Rick, aka A New Perfect Day. What's going on, man?
Speaking of potatoes, I just ate a lot of potatoes and longanisa, and I am so out of my mind right now. I don't know if my heart's slowing down, but I ate some pork yesterday and pork today. Or did I eat pork? I don't remember. But yeah, my brain is on. It's going 1 mile an hour. So if you ask me any questions, I'll yeah.
Oh, I'm ready. I'm about to ask the tough questions, dude.
Right.
And if you're
ready,
if you're a pig, you better look out for Rick. He's eating all y'all. What's been your favorite though out of everything you've eaten? I know you had like the crispy pata or like lechon kawali, like that really deep fried chicken pork belly, and sisig is pretty good too. But what's been your favorite out of everything?
I think it's just sisig because it's just, for me, it's just normal. You know, like not too fancy, not too anything. And then, you know, like, remember how I told you how I just eat bacon and rice? And you're like, you don't eat it with the side? And I was like, yep, exactly. So that's what happens. I eat sisig and just rice and call it a day. I'm a simple man. You know, if you take me to Denny's, you'll see me ordering 2 pieces of bacon, one egg, and maybe a side of toast. And I say, yeah, that's my taste palette.
That's crazy. So that's funny that you said, because I'm still a little bit iffy about bacon and rice, although I have opened up to it and eaten it myself.
Yeah. You should try crushing it, mixing it into the rice, and it'll enhance the flavor like shokugeki no soma.
like bacon fried rice?
100%. No, just white rice and bacon. Like, crush all the bacon into pieces after you cooked it, and then mix it all together. 100%, it will amplify it.
Okay.
It will amplify it. It will change the flavor a bit. It's crazy. It will enhance the rice flavor. I don't know what that means, but
no, I feel it because you get the bacon grease all over the rice. I feel it.
Exactly.
But it is shoku. You're gonna get naked afterwards, dude.
Oh, dude, my clothes blown off already, but I knocked out last night. Well, first after eating the sisig, like, I felt like a left hook punch to my face, and then I knocked the fuck out. I woke up drooling. I caught myself drooling, and then I like saw your text. You're like, let's play games. I was like, dude, what day is it? What time is it? Like, I don't even know what today is. And yeah, I think I don't even know when you texted it, but yeah, we ended up playing games that day.
No, I figured because I think we were supposed to play some Ghost of Tsushima, which we'll talk about later, the multiplayer. And I was running late, so I asked if you were still playing, and then you didn't answer. I think I logged in too and didn't see anybody online. I was like, oh, okay, so that's why. But then I texted you a bunch after for something else that was more exciting, which we'll also talk about later. But yeah, so I'm with you on the bacon and rice, but sisig, I'll be honest, I've never eaten it with rice, dude.
What? Really?
I think
really?
Yeah, I've only eaten sisig by itself, man, because it's like an appetizer, like a snack. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I haven't never eaten it like a full meal, so I've never had the rice with it.
Me neither. That's why I had it, or I saw it at Halo, the place down the street. So they're like rice and sisig, and I was like, okay, let me try it. And I was like, oh, dude, this is just like eating bacon and rice,
with like a little bit of citrus, lime, and onions and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. For anybody that doesn't know, these are all Filipino dishes, pork-based. Highly recommend. Lechon kawali, don't look what it's made out of because it's just a bunch of chopped up spare pig parts that are fried up, but it's just the most fucking amazing thing in the world, dude. Do you get it spicy?
I don't think I had it spicy, but
Ah.
I was putting Tabasco sauce and all that on it.
Dude, hell yeah. If you get it spicy, oh, so bomb. Because then they fry up like a chili pepper with it. Oh, so good, dude.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Damn.
So that's weird. I've got to try it with rice now because I've never eaten sisig with rice, to be honest.
It's really good. I still feel it as of today. As of now. Right now. And I ate it yesterday. I don't even know what day. Yesterday.
Damn. See, everybody's talking about THC, you know. What's the other one? Melatonin to just calm you down and make you tired. No, just eat some pork, dude. Actually,
Yeah.
No, I take that back. For religious reasons, if you don't eat pork or, you know, if you're a vegetarian, fine. I guess melatonin and THC is the way. But everyone else, just eat some pork sisig. It'll be great.
Yeah, you're like, you feeling exhausted? You want to be more exhausted? You feeling angry? How about try some sisig with some rice?
Side effects are a heart attack.
Slowing down your whole body. Yep.
That's crazy, man. A lot has happened this week. A lot of games. I feel like right now, man, I'm switching in between like 5 different games. Is that how you feel?
I think I'm only switching between 2 games right now. Or I guess, yeah, 2 games and the rest are on standby. I need to get back to them. Like the Final Fantasy, I still haven't beaten it, but Genshin like really came out right after I beat. What's that game? What did I just beat? Ghost. I just beat Ghost. Yeah, and then I was supposed to hop back in Final
Zelda
Fantasy
2,
again.
I think, right?
Yeah, Breath of Link's Awakening.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I need to really go back in.
You know what's crazy though? In the grand scheme of things, Final Fantasy VII Remake is only 6 months old.
That's
Can you
crazy.
believe, like, back when we were kids playing video games, it really did take us this long to beat shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But now it's like, oh, we could just know life and beat stuff in a week if we want to.
Yeah, exactly.
But I guess the first of the main games I guess I'm switching with, we'll just get out the way since it's a single player one, is Baldur's Gate. I still haven't finished a complete run through the story yet, dude.
I can see why. When I was watching you play, you made a decision and you said, I don't like that. Then you like reset it back to some random checkpoint. It didn't even look like the same checkpoint that
no
right before the event. It was like far back to some area I haven't seen before. And then you're like, oh, I'm back here where I'm talking to this girl. I'm like, how far did you roll back? You know what I mean?
Dude, I have 18 timelines going on, dude.
Dude, you should be those that should be your power, like a dimensional traveler. You know, you live some sort of timeline and then you say, hey, you know, I'm gonna jump back to a different timeline and just alternate timeline and you just hop to that. That'd be pretty cool power.
I'd be too scared. There was a show called there was like a TV show like that where these guys could jump between different dimensions and stuff. But the thing is they couldn't find their own dimension that they were from. And I think in one of the episodes, they jumped to this one spot and they're like, all right, I know this house. This door always creaks when I open it. It was like a front gate, you know, to go into someone's front yard. The guy was like, this gate always creaks a certain way when I open it. And this old lady comes out and yells at me. So if this door creaks, we're in the right spot. And he opens it and it doesn't creak. So everyone else looks at each other like, okay, this isn't it. Let's go back in the portal. They jump to a different dimension and they show this old man roll up and he goes, hey, old lady, look, I fixed your fence. And I was like, oh no, dude.
No.
They were in the right dimension. What the fuck is that show called? Oh my God. I'm going to look it up as this thing goes on. But yeah, no, I'm definitely jumping dimensions and timelines in my game, dude. Still with the same character. I made 2 characters. One was going to be my good guy and one was going to be just my Joker character, just chaotic evil, reigning terror wherever he goes. And yeah, there's just so many scenarios I want to see. You know what I'm saying? Just depending on what I do. So I think that's why. And it's funny because you could name your save files. So all my save files have like crazy names, like killed this person but let this person live, and then another save file's name is like, you know, um, destroyed this town. This other save file is called like recruited the ogres or something. Just depending on what my last action was, that's what I name the save file. So that's kind of have it organized in my head. But yeah, because of that, I have not finished the first act of this
first
game.
tutorial.
Yeah, dude. And the crazier part is I've run into so much stuff. Like I think there was a speed run of this where this guy finished it in 7 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah, super fast. Meanwhile, I've played the game. Let me look at my time here. For 33.8 hours, and I think there's areas I still haven't found yet. In fact, I think I found a new area yesterday and had to quit right before I got to explore it because I had to do something. But yeah, that's what's insane to me. And this is the first act is what's blowing my mind, dude. I was reading somewhere that someone fought a fucking dragon too. I was like, wait, what? In the first act, how are you fighting a dragon already? That's insane. So,
dang,
I'm really
like so many scenarios.
Yeah. I think it's like all the other games we've been playing recently. It's like The Witcher, where you know what the main story is, but there's so much other side shit that you can do and get involved with. Just depending on what it is you want to get involved with is how long your game is going to take. The thing is the game gives you this sense of urgency because your character has this kind of sickness, so you know that your time is limited. There's only been one instance where like I went to sleep and the game was like, you feel sick, you're bleeding out of your nose and coughing up blood, and you're like, whoa, okay, wait, maybe I should have paid more attention to the main story, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then the next day you wake up and you're fine, and they never really say anything about it ever again. And I've like hung out for a week in game, you know? So maybe when the full game comes out, there's going to be more of that sense of urgency. Like every day that you go on without doing the main quest, you just feel sicker and sicker, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I would kind of enjoy that, so that there's this little push for you not to lollygag about, you know?
Are you doing the store, or is your saves transferring over to the other game when it releases?
I'm not sure if they are. I would not be mad if they don't, though, because there is so much that I haven't discovered yet because of choices I've made in the game, and it would take a lot out of me to go back and try to make those choices again, you know? Even with all the saves I have, like I would have to make 3 decisions differently in order to go a different way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think they are, but if they don't, I'm not going to be mad about it. I'll just make a brand new character, you know, and have them troll through the world and kick people in the shins or something. I kind of want
blast people out of their throne into the floor below, and then the minions are like, "What just fucking happened?" And I was like, "What the fuck did happen?"
I was trying to do that for like 5 years, man. It doesn't make any sense. I don't know. The one time I was playing, and for some reason, this boss character just didn't like me, right? Didn't like the player character that I created. So any interaction I had with them, they would just try to fight me right away. I don't know for what reason. Like I said, I made a decision like 5 years ago that affected her not liking me, right? If I talked to her with any other character in my party, she was nice. We would exchange information, help each other out. But as long as I had the person I created in the party, she would just be mad. She wouldn't even try to talk to me, dude.
Damn. Have you able to romance her yet?
Yes, I have, because I like went all the way back, dude. before I did anything and came back through. And the romance scenes are super broken and there's no sound, so it's kind of awkward. And she still tries to kill you the morning after. So I don't know, man. It's kind
the
of wild.
Fiji?
Yeah, dude, it's kind of wild. It's kind of wild. But the game is just so huge. Even if this is the first act, I think my $60 is well spent. Talk about how much money you spend on a game relating to the time you spend playing it or the enjoyment you get out of it.
Yeah.
Like we'll talk about later with Genshin. With me, my $60, even if it is early access in Baldur's Gate 3, is super well spent, man. I think I've been through a goblin camp. I'm literally Goblin Slayer. I've been through a goblin village that they've taken over. I found this old like hag lady that's trying to kidnap a pregnant lady, and the hag was disguised as an old woman before, and these two guys were trying to kill her, and I killed the two guys, and I think one of the guys is the pregnant lady's husband or father, so now I feel fucked up. There's like these people that have been transformed into sheep, and I gotta figure out how to untransform them. There's so many storylines, so much shit to do, and it's like, what the fuck? $60 for the first act? That's crazy, dude.
Well, that is crazy.
And you know, like, I was a huge fan of Mass Effect, at least the first one, and how kind of your decisions, although they were a little bit more black and white in that, how your decisions affected what happened in the game. And this one even more so. Oh, and Heavy Rain. You know, I love Heavy Rain. Like, all the decisions you can make in there and the different outcomes that can come out of them. Having that in this type of setting in Baldur's Gate 3, I'm going to be here for years, dude. It's going to be great.
Dude, yep, it looks like it. You know, I saw you summoning your ogre giants army, and they were getting fucked up.
I know.
I thought they were gonna be, you know, wrecking them from behind, but they're the ones getting wrecked, and I was like, dude, so it's gotta reload that save now.
Yeah. So what's crazy is, you meet these ogres, and they're eating something, and you roll up to them, and you have to pass like this persuasion check for them not to eat you, right? Because they're like, hey, are you friend or food? Just like fucking Finding Nemo, right? And I had to be like, yo, I'm one of you, man. I'm a killer. You can't eat me, or something like that. And the guy goes, oh, right, you are a friend. And we start talking, and I ask what they're doing, and they end up telling me that they're like mercenaries. They've been hired by the goblins to, you know, help them fight. And I go, fuck that, dude. Why don't you just work for me? I'll pay you way better. And they're like, how much are you going to pay us? And there's an option to like deceive them and say, I'll pay you $1,000 after you fight for me. Or you can persuade them to fight for you, but they get to eat whoever they kill when they fight for you, you know? So basically, those are the two choices where it's free, or you can choose to pay them like 500 gold or something like that. So I chose to tell them, hey, if we fight and you kill someone, you could have them as like a free meal. And I passed that check, that dice check. They're like, oh, okay, cool. Here's my horn. We'll fight for you if you ever blow it. I was like, sick. So yeah, you saw me play through, and I got into this big fight where I have to protect this village, and I was going to get my ass kicked. So I summoned the ogres. They ended up getting their asses kicked. Right? I haven't finished that timeline yet. So I jumped back to a different timeline, and I was like, hey, I should get the ogres to help me out on, you know, whatever future adventures I go on. Let me go and talk to them. Dude, I have not been able to persuade them to help me ever since, man.
Oh, damn.
That first time, I must have just got super duper lucky on my dice rolls, but they fucking hate me, man. Every time they try to fight me, and I'm like, oh my god. And what's fucked up is every time I fight them, I get my ass kicked. But I ask them to help me.
Damn.
I ask them to help me one time, and they just get owned, dude.
Maybe they're not. I don't know. I think So when you reload it, do you have to go back to where you ask them for help to get the horn and then go into that one battle? Or can you just start from when you already had the horn and then move on from there?
That's the thing. I want to take them into this save where I haven't chosen a side yet in that battle. So, yeah, so that's why I want to like get the horn in a totally different scenario, and try to use it for something else. But yeah, I mean, I've only tried it probably twice, but I'm like, okay, it's not meant to be, dude. Let me go to a different dimension. But yeah, I mean, I thought I was done, right? At this one point, I was just like running around the whole map, just seeing what I could see. And then I found this whole underground area, and I thought it was just, a barren wasteland. I ended up finding some people that were turned into stone. And then I found this whole village of like mushroom people, and now I'm helping them out with something. I get to choose whether I want to kill all the mushroom people or do something else. This game is huge, dude. So I'm glad I got it. Definitely worth it for me. And I think I don't know. Have we talked about episodic games before, like Walking Dead and
a little bit. You didn't like, what was that? Wolfenstein?
Oh, Wolf Among Us.
Is that the game?
Wolf Among Us.
Wolf Among Us? Yeah.
Yeah. See, with all those games too, I played them when everything was released already. I think with how it is now and how I'm playing video games now, which is a lot more casual, I think it's okay that this is coming out act by act. I have changed my mind on that one, man.
Yeah.
Because as we'll talk about...
So they're only releasing Act 1 of the game?
Yeah, Act 1 is the only act that's out right now. But again, Act 1, you can go in like a million different directions with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's going to be cool to see how your choices, how the relationships you made in Act 1 carry over into the rest of the game. I'll be very interested to see that. At that point, I'm going to be pissed with every decision I made, probably. Because there's going to be a part where you walk into a bar and, everybody doesn't trust you. You're going to need someone to vouch for you. And it was someone from way in the back in the beginning of the game. I'm like, fuck, dude. I think I fucked them over. But, yeah, man. I think I don't really recommend for people to buy it now. Although I'm praising it a lot. It is very buggy. It freezes up a lot. Another thing I really wanted to do in this game was multiplayer, and I don't think that really works yet. So I say hold off on now, but definitely keep it on your radar. It's gonna be a good time once the whole thing comes out.
Nice.
But yeah, the reason I've changed, I guess, my outlook on episodic games is because of these other two games we've been playing recently. And the reason I woke Rick up from his nap is because of anime waifus, man.
Yay!
Genshin Impact. So at first I was really playing this game just super casually, right? Just jumping in for 20 minutes, 30 minutes a day, doing my dailies and all that stuff. Because I've really been on the hunt. I think I've talked about it before on here for my boy Venti. Ever since they give you that little crackhead trial run, so you can just get a little taste. And I'll admit I was hooked, man. I had to unlock that character.
Yeah.
And the event is ending. So right now there's a boosted chance on getting Venti. I think it ends today, or it ended yesterday when this comes out. It ended on Sunday. So I was feeling lucky. I was playing a little Pokemon Go and got a 3-star shiny Charmander, for what it's worth. And I was like, let's see how far my luck runs today. I was able to afford, I think, 4 pulls or 4 rolls in Genshin for either characters or weapons. So I rolled them, and on the 3rd one, I got my boy Venti, dude.
Must be nice.
And I just had to tell the whole world about it. I think I texted Rick 5 times about it. Woke him up from his nap.
You're basically saying there is hope, is what you're telling me. And that's why I was trying to figure out how do I get more rolls, because I need to get Kiching, and we already have two of our friends that got it on their first roll, and they're like, "Oh, is she good?" And I'm like, I tasted a lot of salt today." So I created my PlayStation Genshin account, and I was like, maybe I can get that free 8 roll in the very beginning. No luck. And then I was like, okay, I got 2 more wishes. Tried it again. More weapons. And I was like, fine, I'll go back to PC. And yeah, ever since I've been trying to accumulate within the 3 hours that we have left for Venti, because I know if they introduce more characters, that means the pool for pulling Kachin is getting more diluted. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, just like Pokemon, you have your first 150, and then now we have like over 500 Pokemon in there.
Yeah, you're never gonna see fucking Tangela ever again.
Exactly, unless they bring back some sort of event. So that's why I was like, I need a pull today, which I might put money, but still, I put money. I gotta pull. I think, I don't know where this obsession came from. When I first saw the character, I was like, "Oh, that's cool." That's the abilities I do like, the teleporting like Noctis in Final Fantasy 15. I was like, "Oh, okay, it's very similar. I want it." But the more I kept seeing it repeatedly especially on TikTok, the more that, I don't know, it just created into obsession, and I was like, damn, I really want this character now, because people are saying she's really good, and I'm seeing the gameplay. I was like, wow, the gameplay does look fun. She's like teleporting all over the place. I was like, damn it, dude. So yep, the more it's gonna be like the Hawk Moon I told you, where everybody is gonna get a pass around of Kachin, and I'm gonna be the last one, and then I'm gonna have to delete my other characters somehow or something.
Wait, no, don't do that, dude.
I'm gonna have to make some sort of promise like I did with Hawk Moon.
Okay, wait. You have a 5-star character right now, at least, right?
I do not. That
You
is
don't?
what's crazy to me. Like, almost everybody has 1 or 2 or 3, or you know what I mean. Like, and I'm here with this 5-star spear. So my luck
right.
is not looking great right now. I am close to my set 90 pity pool, and I was like, man, do I need to get like some good luck charms or something in real life?
Yeah, you need to get something, dude. Because I'll tell you, I know you're really into this game, and play it a lot, and are gonna play it a lot in the future. I wasn't convinced until I got Venti. So I'm in it to win it now. Just because of one character pull, getting lucky once, I am fully invested in the game.
Yes. So and I think that's what happened too with Eric when he got his Diluc. He's already fully into the game, and I was like, that's good. More people, more better. So now that you're pretty glued into it for now, I don't know how long, but now we can play, some more.
The worst thing they could do at this point is nerf Venti. If they start nerfing characters to make room for newer characters to stand out or something, that's going to be a huge mistake, I think.
Yep, exactly.
Because then it puts people's like effort, especially if they've been playing for free and not paying. Well, both sides. If they've been putting the effort to, really grind out the primo gems, it puts their effort to waste. For people that have spent money on it, it puts their money to waste. Taking that chance to get these strong characters that you're just gonna make not strong anymore. It's kind of a shit move. Official, I haven't really messed with. And have they nerfed her yet, or are they going to nerf her?
They're going to nerf her. she's doing like insane amount of damage, and I could see it too. Like the enemies melt really fast. I already played with one player that we did the trial or that one event thing, and then I saw him or her around like 3 enemies. Literally in 2 seconds, I turned back around. Everybody was dead around that person. I was like, God damn, this is the fastest I've ever seen anyone burn enemies, you know? So I'm pretty sure they might nerf her. Or they did say it. They're gonna nerf her, but
gotcha. They got to keep it minimal, man. Because I think just for me, if they nerf Venti, I'm gonna be kind of mad. I won't lie, I'll be kind of salt, dude.
But what if they nerfed him, but he's still like top OP DPS?
I think that's. I have no problem with him. I guess having low DPS. I want to say I have more of a problem with his like elemental effects being nerfed because he's really good at. He's a control character, so and a support character, so he's just really holding everybody in place. So you could just combo up all the DPS into one concentrated area. He's like oh man, I'm forgetting her name now. The gravitational pull character in Overwatch. What's her name?
I don't remember.
Dude, our memory is so bad.
Yeah. It's the pork I ate. My body's already shutting down halfway.
Zarya.
Ooh,
it's like
nice.
Zarya, where except Venti is wind, so he'll make a big tornado that'll suck up all the enemies and hold them in one spot, and you can just combo everybody else's special into there. I think I saw a video where Diluc did his special, and it just turned into a fucking fire tornado in the middle that was doing thousands and thousands of damage per second, man.
Yep.
If they nerf any of those mechanics, maybe the recharge time or anything like that, nah, I think that's the wrong way to go. Nerfing damage numbers, I'm a little bit okay with. Nerfing the elemental effectiveness and the control effectiveness of the attack, I'm not okay with, dude.
And nerfing me getting Keqing. I'm not okay with that either.
Is Keqing a DPS or is she a support character?
Yeah, she's a high DPS.
Ah, okay.
And I was like, must be nice. I wouldn't know.
Yeah, I've noticed that I do not have any pure DPS characters. I have a lot of support characters, and I feel like my playstyle is DPS, so the first one I really pull is going to be my favorite. I mean, the only one I read she's classified as half support, half DPS, because I guess she's supposed to be the tank character, is Beidou. She's my favorite one, man. Even to play with, you know. She's toughest character right now. She's
pretty much my tank right now. Like, literally, when I get surrounded by 5 enemies, she wipes it out with one counter attack. You know, I really enjoy using her. And I try to level her up as much as I can, just so I have a safety net. You know, but I think I've been playing mostly. When I play with other people, I play like a support character. It's called Benet. I forgot his name. But, dude, my cousin pointed out his story. Like, literally, I read the first chapter, whatever you unlock. And it's kind of pretty grim. And I was like, God damn, this is interesting.
Like, grim? Like, how? He'd kill his family or something?
No. Not. I think a little, just a little dark. But basically, it said something along the lines. I might be wrong, but from my memory, because I'm poor memory. His story is he was out with his adventuring buddies, his original teams. Something happened, tragic happened, to the point where one of his teammates gets injured, and his buddy doesn't no longer wants to be an adventurer, and it like shattered his heart or something like that. So it turns out when I was reading more that the reason why this accident occurred, it happened in a cave, and the cave collapsed, and it actually happened as a result from this character that we're getting in our next patch, and I forgot her name is Klee, or the little fire girl. And it turns out she was mixing. She thought it was a rabbit hole, so she created explosives and exploded the cave, which caused injuries to his team, and now she's under suspicion or whatever, and something like being charged or
Wait, but she's gonna be a playable character in
yes, she's the next that next girl. I don't know if he's here. Let me look up. She's like the main, and you know how Venti's the main.
Oh yeah.
She's the next
dude.
one.
What if there is a mechanic where you can't have them in the same party? This would make it the greatest game of all time.
Yeah.
If those story implications affected the gameplay. Though, wait, does Bennett know this though, or Benet? Does Benet know that?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh.
I only unlocked chapter 1. So yeah, chapter. I have to unlock the rest. I have to build the friendship in order to unlock the
early access, like in Baldur's Gate. I get it. It's cool.
Yep, exactly.
That's crazy. I really haven't read any of the stories. How do you build up friendship? Just by doing missions?
I forgot. It was playing with them on teams.
Oh.
Having them mainly in your team and doing a bunch of missions and all that, and then it starts building it up.
Oh, okay.
So I sent it in Discord, but she is the one on the right. She's gonna be replacing Venti in like a couple hours.
What?
The one in red.
What? Really?
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, I think it would be crazy if it doesn't allow you to use Venti and her at the same time. I think that would be kind of crazy.
Yeah.
That, and what if this is the way of the game to introduce PvP? What if there was PvP in this game? Would you think that would be pretty
would suck so bad, like I thought I was the shit, but then when you get these 5-star people wiping the floor, I'm like, I'll be a support character.
Yeah, that'd be kind of wild, man. Wow. I like that. I should start reading these stories for them, man.
Yeah, I was like, I skipped it all, but my cousin was like, yeah, check it out, and I looked at it. I was like, oh damn, this is kind of dark. I thought he was just like trying to be aspire to be a
hero.
Oh, and that was another thing. Since the accident, everybody on his team basically abandoned him. Like, they fell off of his guild. I was like, damn, dude, that is crazy. That's like Sword Art Online.
That's true. I was gonna say, we'll go back to the age-old argument, back to like Destiny and the Grimoire cards. Would you have much rather played this, or not maybe played it, but after getting a certain level, you get a cutscene with Bennett, or was it all right that you just read it off of the pause menu?
I would be okay either way, but it would be nice to like kind of see a cutscene of basically just the first chapter. So that way you can kind of get really into the character, and then the rest you can like maybe read it, and then that way, you're really involved in it. Like for me, I was just gathering all these characters and playing it because the style is cool. But I feel like I build more of a connection if I see these kind of things, especially reading his lore. Like I'm like, damn, dude, like I thought he was just a kid trying to be a hero, and here he is. He is kind of a kid trying to be a hero, but so much crap happened to him and his team, where his team abandoned him, and he lost his buddy from adventuring, and like maybe is there animosity between this next character and and all that.
Because there is a precedent. There are cutscenes in the game. Well, not really cutscenes. It's like they're telling you a story out of a fairy tale book, right? Where it just shows you pictures and there's just someone talking in the background, right? That's kind of how I expect if any of the character stories were to be told in a cutscene. That's how they would be told. Would be kind of in that style. That being said, I think for me in this case, I kind of prefer that they just wrote it down for you to discover instead of a cutscene, because I think the cutscenes set a kind of tone, and depending on that tone is how you enjoy the character. They could be very manipulative, like with the music in the cutscene. If it's uplifting music, you could be like, oh wow, Ben is this really happy-go-lucky guy that still wants to adventure even after this tragedy. Or if they play really sad music, you're like, oh man, Benet's just out here to prove himself and he wants revenge on the world for ruining his guild. Ooh. You know what I mean? Like there's two ways you can play it. Like there was that one trailer that someone made for Mrs. Doubtfire where they made it seem like a horror movie, right?
Oh, yeah.
So I think it is way more effective just to have you read it so you could build your own kind of context for it, right? Whether it is him being hopeful or him being like revenge
following
revengeful or something like that,
dark spells,
because always for me what you perceive is always more extreme than what is actually happening, I think.
Right. Yeah.
And that's always 100% true as far as scary stuff goes, which is why I don't think I'm too scared of Phasmophobia anymore because of what is actually there to scare you and what I can imagine in my head will scare me. You know what I mean? Like it's tangible now. What the game is showing me that can scare me with is not as bad as what's in my head. So I'm like, okay, I can live and play with this a little bit. I know how to game the system now, so let's go. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So I need to read all of them now. I for sure need to read Beidu's. She's a pirate?
Yeah, I think so. Because when I found the ship in the back, I think so. Everybody on the ship, you go through some dialogue and all that, and they're waiting for Beidu, the captain, to come back.
Ah. I like those. Were you actually Beidu when you did it?
Well, actually I was, but then it switched back to your main character when you talk, so I'm like, damn it. Like I would have been like, I'm right here.
I know. That's what I want to be, because I think I did a mission, or it might have been a daily mission, where I ran into like Barbara's #1 fan, and he wanted like an autograph from Barbara or something like that, and I was Barbara talking to him. Like, you want an autograph from right here? Just ask for it, dude.
Dude, yep.
Yeah, man, that game is too fun. There's way too much to do in it now, especially for me. I have something that I want to work towards now, which is making Venti a lot stronger,
most powerful.
Yeah. I need weapons now. I know you can grind for artifacts in the game. So now, I'm really just looking for weapons, dude. I'm ready. I'm ready to hit the road with
you can have mine
with Keeching and the Dialuk and Barbara and all the rest of the S tier characters, dude.
I just need it. I need one.
How much do you have to make pulls today?
I think I almost have enough to make one more 10 pull.
Oh, how much do you need, dude?
I think like maybe 8 primo gems. I'm not sure. I have to do some math. Like, the conversion. It says you need 160 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I still have leftover gems when I used when I spent money.
Ah, okay.
So now I have, the conversion's a little weird. So yeah, I have to double check.
Okay.
I can show you.
Let me know when you do the pull, dude.
I need some luck. I need some of this.
Let me know. I'm excited.
Something.
I want to see when you unbox Keeching, man.
Yep.
Crazy. Oh man. So what was that? 2 games so far? Well, 3 games technically, because I'm still playing Phasmophobia as well. Just play that once or twice a week. Dustin's fucking addicted to it though, dude. I think he likes trolling people and getting them scared in that game, man.
Dude, I can tell, like, when you close the door on other people, I'm like, yep. I can see that's what you would do to me too.
Exactly.
And you guys like confirmed it, like you closed it on Scott or something, or
yeah.
No.
Yep. But it is getting more fun, like I said. What I thought would happen and how I would get scared in that game is a lot different from what actually happens in the game now. So I think I'm easing up to it. Rick and I were just talking about earlier how I would stop playing the game if there were more jump scares, like if the ghost put his face in yours or something.
Yeah. Giant face and then just screams like,
I wouldn't play the game anymore. I would definitely not. But for now, in the current build that it's in, I mean, I have a good time with it. We played a lot last night. It's kind of funny playing that game for a long time. I think on Thursday or Wednesday, I was playing with Dustin for maybe 2 hours or something. And then I went to go refill my water in the kitchen. So I left my room, went outside into like the living room kitchen area, and it's pitch black dark. And I'm like, oh, this looks too familiar.
Turn on all the lights.
Yeah, so it is kind of crazy, going back to reality after playing that game. Last night too, I ran out just to grab something across the street, and in the middle of playing Phasmophobia, and they got the atmosphere just right. Like I don't know when the last time you were outside in the middle of the night was, but it's like kind of quiet. There's like
I would never do that. Yeah,
distant sounds of like a TV or a car, and then just crickets and stuff, and just random noises that you don't know what it is, but something else is out there. They captured that kind of aura perfectly in the game when you're outside. So that's 3. Among Us is 4. I think we're doing well, kind of keeping that one to once a week, man. We had some good games. We played hide and seek. What else did we play? We played a pronoun game where everyone was named us, you, me, whoever.
I was confused.
He, her.
Yeah, dude. Shit, man. Like literally, because we can't use colors, and then the colors mixing me up, and then we can't really say who's who for whatever character they pick. But I was having literally a hard time remembering who was right next to me. I'd be like, okay, orange is next to me, and then I look it up, and then I was like, wait a minute, I didn't see the pronoun me next to me. I saw somebody else. Like I saw you, and you is yellow. Wait a minute, who was next to me? You know what I mean? Like I just start losing it. So that's why I was kind of like doing my best to play detective, but I was doing horrible. I think I voted you off in the first round.
Incorrectly.
And I was like, oh, I made a mistake. And then after that, I was like, okay, I'm not good at this.
It just got confusing when people were like, yeah, I saw you go into the admin office right after you went there, and then the person who's named you was like, I wasn't anywhere near there. I was over here. And then the person that's name is I is like, well, I wasn't in any of those places. I was over here. And it would just get really, really confusing, dude.
Yeah. So I couldn't place where anybody was at. I was like, fuck it. You sound suspicious. You're smiling when you're arguing.
I think I killed someone in front of Eric, and he was like really just trying to blame me automatic, but it got so confusing that people voted for Eric and me and split the vote.
Yep, I think I did that. I believed you this round, and then you guys won or something. Yeah, I was like, oop, sorry.
It got too crazy, man. But I remember because we played some warm up, some regular games in the beginning, right? and a couple of them started to get spicy. And I remember hearing you in the background, like, "Yes, Among Us."
Yes. Everyone was like getting heated, and they were bringing their emotions in. And I was like, I remember this taste. Tastes pretty salty. I like it.
Oh man, but it's funny, man. It's all in good fun, dude. I have a lot of fun playing detective and trying to get people to trust me. I feel like nobody trusts me though, dude. Everybody is just out to kill me in this game, man. But it's super fun, especially with the new rules. Yeah, next time we got to try it where we talk every time except for when we press the button, I think, or when we're in a meeting. I think that's gonna be super hilarious, man, if we do that.
Yeah, I saw the streamer Mr. Fruit do it. Like, even though they had enough time to say, "Hey, you guys can talk when you guys see something," and tell the location where the body is at before you report the body. But people are so fast at clicking report the body. You know, when you go into discussion, you can't say where the body was. So people just randomly vote for whoever reported it. And I was like, damn, that is pretty tricky. You know, you got to say, hey, I found the body, and then report it.
Yeah.
But no, people
Yeah.
just immediately would report things.
Because your initial reaction every time, at least for me too, is if I'm innocent, at least. If I see a body, I'm clicking report right away. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So,
or you're getting chased or something.
You don't have that initial reaction to be like, hey guys, I'm over here. I just found this body, and then click the button. You just want to report as fast as you can. Yep. So that's super funny. I definitely thought you guys were gonna vote me off for wasting time in that one game we played. I forgot.
Oh,
what was going on, but
click the emergency button like after the start.
Yeah, I think as the game was starting, someone said, like, "I'm gonna kill you first if I'm imposter," right? But the person that said it, their name was whoever, and the person they were talking to was named someone. Keep up, I know it's confusing, but they just said, "I'm gonna kill you first." So I was confused. So I pressed the button. I was like, "Wait, does that mean I is an imposter and they're gonna kill you first?" And they was like, "All right, guys, I'm not wasting my time."
Skip.
I definitely thought I was gonna get voted off for wasting time, but no, man, that game's still too fun, man. After all this time, even though it's just that one game mode that you could just jump in and play, finish a round in less than 5 minutes, it's still super fun, man. It's not gotten too repetitive, especially with the new rules we mess around with. So Among Us is good times. That's 4. Again, I'm juggling 5. The last one just came out this week. Well, at least it's been out, but this new mode, Ghost of Tsushima. What's it called? Ghost of Tsushima Legend mode or something?
Legends modes, something like that.
So it's a multiplayer where you get different classes and you can play with your friends and fight demon Mongols as a ghost of Tsushima. A literal ghost. And there's a loot system.
When I was playing it, I was like, I hope they will bring another mode too where we can be traveling to Japan as regular humans, you know what I mean? And then create our legend that way. So we're like fighting off, I don't know, other samurais or other Mongols or whoever, basically. But we're creating our legends together, kind of thing.
I see that.
So
yeah, right now it's just very supernatural.
Yeah,
it's like where the energy,
which is cool,
of Tsushima fighting back the energy of the Mongols that are trying to take over.
Yep.
Yeah, it is pretty fun. I will say the colors though are kind of drab. Like, I get my partners mixed up as enemies a lot in the game.
Oh yeah, me too. Like, I kept trying to attack you guys, and I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot.
Especially like if I think I haven't killed everybody yet, I'll just turn around to survey the area, and then one of you is running up to me. I think I fired an arrow or like threw a ninja star at you or something, and I'm like, okay, never mind. Especially I think Anthony had the Mongol armor.
Yeah, I kept confusing the shit out of me. I would just like he charged me one time, and then like I activated my trait my character trait, and I shot it, and I was like, god damn it, I wasted this trait, the arrow, you know. I was like, oh, okay, never mind, it's just you.
So, and I think that's also something cool. It's very not that much different to Destiny, I guess, where you have your character of a certain class, and you get gear specific to that class. You get a sword, a charm, like 2 ghost tools, I think. What else do you get? And then a ranged weapon as well.
Yeah.
So for me, I mainly play an assassin. I get these bullshit blow dart guns as my ranged weapon for drops. But for like ghost tools, I get a smoke bomb, that can poison people at the same time. For Rick, since you've been playing Hunter mainly.
Yeah.
And they're like a ranged
a lot
character.
Of gourds.
Yeah, you get a lot of healing items and longbows, right? For your ranged weapons. That being said, we all pretty much play the same, or the gameplay is the same for us, where we mainly sword fight, we hit parries and dodges and stuff like that. But with our abilities, Rick can just headshot people really quick. I can put down smoke to make the whole team invisible so we can get a bunch of stealth kills really easily. We all like complement each other different ways. Kind of again like Destiny, where you could have a hunter shoot down an arrow, then you could have a warlock run through and use electric hands on everything. But they all basically do the same thing, which is shoot shit, Which is why I think this gameplay is fun. It's on a much smaller level, and I think the drops are really rewarding. And it's fucking Ghost of Tsushima, which has been a great game, man.
Yeah.
So, it's not bad at all.
I like how, like, with the different complements each other. Like my hunter, I'm really good at shooting long ranged enemies, and it gives me time to pop off the headshots. But when they get in proximity, like in that circle and all that, that's where I start to fail, and I need help. Because I can only kill like literally one enemy at a time, and it takes a while for me to kill. So I'm just good at dodging. And then when you guys come in, you throw down smoke bombs and everything, kill everything really fast. Then that's where I'm like, wow, this is kind of balanced. You know what I mean?
That's true. Especially the Ronin, man. John Ray with his fucking bombs.
Oh,
dude.
Just throwing bombs everywhere. I'm like, I think you're kind of out of balance, right?
I know, like, it was cool.
Where are you getting 50 million bombs per round?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because at least for me, I know there's a story mode in multiplayer, but I haven't touched that at all yet. I've mainly been playing survival mode. Which is just a bunch of waves that come in. You have to defend 3 different points from these waves. Is that just the only thing to do with 4 people right now? Is that why?
I think so, because it's only 2 people that can do the story mode.
Yeah. So
and I'm down to do it with you. Like we can show you, but we're gonna. Yeah, I guess we need to do the story to see what happens, because we only did chapter 1.
Yeah. Well, is that the best way to get drops? Is through the...
I think survival.
Survival is the best way? Okay, so that's probably why we're doing it then. Because that's true. I mean, I really only played yesterday. I think Friday night we didn't play too long. I think I was 20 by the end of Friday night, but now I'm like almost in the 50s, I think. So
yeah, exactly. And I think we're pretty over leveled for the story.
Yeah. So but yeah, no, that game is fun. So the craziest part to me is, I'm gonna look it up right now. A lot of people were upset. I'll just bring this up when The Last of Us 2 came out, or when it was announced that Last of Us 2 wasn't gonna have a multiplayer, right? Because Last of Us Part 1, the multiplayer was huge. I think people played that for a long time after the game has been old, So Last of Us 2 came out in June. Damn, this really just happened not even a year ago, and I already forgot, dude. Ghost of Tsushima came out in July. So who would have thought that Ghost of Tsushima would have a multiplayer mode earlier than Last of Us 2. That's kind of crazy. And did they even say anything when this game first came out that they were going to have a multiplayer?
No. You know what I think was happening? I think maybe they had it in plans and they were going to release it on the launch date.
Mm-hmm.
But it turns out like they weren't going to make it on time.
Mm-hmm.
So like they said, you know what, let's just release the game. And then later, within the couple months, boom, you know, we can throw it out or finish it up and then throw it out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It was pretty fast that they threw out this game, and I was like looking at it, I was like, man, there's a little bit of story. There's a lot in the leveling system.
Yeah.
And you know, they kind of planned or put some detail into it. So
yeah, I mean, it's definitely fun. It has more or less the same gameplay from Ghost. I think what they did was they split up Jin's skills into 4 different classes, basically, right?
Yeah.
Where really you could play the game how you wanted to play it. You could play it as a samurai. You could be OP with your bow if you want. You could sneak around as a ninja, or you can as a ghost, I guess, or you can just use all your tools. You know, just be really dishonorable to the samurai. But what multiplayer does is it takes parts from Jin and just splits it up into 4 different classes. And I think, yeah, it works really, really well. It's super fun. I think you and I, we played a lot of Neo and Neo 2 co-op. So just to run around again like this, it's not as deep as Neo. I mean, Neo was full on, always going to be a multiplayer game. But
yep.
I think it's good for what it's worth. I think the combat is fun in this. It's funny. During these survival waves, they give you little mini objectives to do for bonus currency to buy like strong weapons and stuff during the survival round. They're like get headshots, kill people using your tools. What is it? Kill enemies with fire or something like that is the other one.
Yeah.
And there's this one where it's, you know, get 15, or I think it's get 25 perfect parries, you know. And this is where we always, I feel like, die, is because we're not killing anybody. We're just trying to get perfect parries.
Trying to parry?
Yeah. And there's the window is kind of small for it, you know. You have to be really good, or you have to be kind of competent to get these perfect parries. Anyways, I think one of the last ones we played, we needed maybe 7, and we only had 15 seconds left or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
It got down to 5 seconds, and we needed 3 more. All of a sudden, that bar just filled up all the way, and we passed it. I was like, oh my God, we're gods, dude.
Everyone was concentrating.
I know, dude. And what was funny is, like, maybe 3 games before, we needed to get perfect parries, and we're just watching Rick trying to get on the last enemy. I think you were trying to get a perfect parry.
Yeah. After I told you guys, I was like, dude, guys, we gotta really concentrate. And then I was missing. I was like, oh, okay.
And then we started watching you because everyone else was dead. And then you
that one,
and then you just ran away.
Yeah, you guys were like, oh, let's see Rick do this. And then I was messing up, and I was like, fuck. And I just ran.
I think it's good. Otherwise, yeah, it would be too straightforward. You know, it'd be too easy because we got into a rhythm after a while. We would kind of stand there on the point, just shoot a bunch of arrows so like the enemies wouldn't get nowhere near the point that we're trying to defend. So spicing it up by throwing in those little missions like, yeah, get these perfect parries or kill people with ranged weapons, I think is cool because it breaks you out of the monotony. And that's usually why we die, right? It's because we're trying to get perfect parries, but we're fucking up too much, or we're trying to use fire weapons, but we end up catching on fire too, you know.
So. I hate that. Like, it said use fire weapons, but the round before that, I literally used all 15 fire arrows, you know, and then they said, oh, yeah, use fire arrows now, or fire. Like, that's bullcrap, man.
The game knows. The game knows you don't have any fire left, man.
Yep.
The drops are kind of frustrating for me, though, man. Just because I really, well, no, I guess it's the same as Destiny, where you want your level to go up. Your level is dependent on gear. And for you to get gear that's high level and the right type is just really, really hard, right? Like, for example, I used auto rifles a lot, or I guess pulse rifles later on. I use a lot of pulse rifles in Destiny. So I wanted to get a pulse rifle. I was like light level 300, so I could do certain missions. But I would only get hand cannons that were light level 300.
I need hand cannons.
So I'm like, fuck, I gotta put on this hand cannon so my level can be high enough to do this mission.
Yeah.
Running into the same problem in Ghost of Tsushima. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Obviously you have to grind to get what you want. It's just funny, I guess, seeing the similarity, because I really like for the ninja, I really like the smoke bombs, right? Because it confuses the enemies, and I'm able to assassinate 2, maybe 3 enemies if I'm lucky, or if I'm fast. I can assassinate 3 enemies, so that's just like 3 free kills, which in turn I think just buffs up my special. Like I could use my super right away. But the stronger drops I'm getting that will boost my level up by like 10 points is all fucking caltrops, dude. And caltrops are the worst in this game, man.
I don't understand that. Yeah, like it is a little small thing, and then I don't see the effect immediately, especially when they step on it, Yeah. And I'm like, okay, I think the pocket of sand is more effective than
way more, dude.
Caltrops, because I used the sand on the boss, and they're stunned or blind for like literally 5 to 10 seconds, and I'm just wailing on them. But the caltrops, I'm like, did they stub their toe, or like so I don't know.
I think if the caltrops were over a bigger area, I think that would be fine. But the fact that it's just in you drop it like where you're standing basically is kind of bullshit, man. You need to be able to throw it on the ground in like an area of effect, kind of,
Yeah.
They need to do that. But yeah, that's the one. Like I said, I'm not mad at it. It's, I guess, slightly frustrating. But we've run into these problems before. Like I said, in Destiny and other things where your level is based on your gear, but your gear is not based on what you want, So you just have to continue grinding, which is the play loop, the gameplay loop on that. So just got to keep grinding, man. It'll be interesting to see, because there's definitely going to be raids. They have raid progression bars or whatever. So it'll be interesting to see what kind of stuff they have you do in raids in this game.
Yeah.
So there you go. 5 games that I'm playing right now. 2 or 3 that Rick is playing right now. It's good times, a good variety. Just playing very casually, not getting tied in too much, even though Baldur's Gate is like a really, really narrative heavy game. Not sitting down for 8 hours every day playing it, kind of jumping around between different games, and it's cool. I'm having fun with everything we're playing, really.
I think you're gonna have more games added on, because Cyberpunk is coming out.
Shit, yeah. I mean, hopefully by then Baldur's Gate I'm done with, because that's in a month. I'll still probably be doing dailies on Genshin, hopefully doing the higher level stuff. Ghost, depending on when the raids come out for that. Among Us and Phasmophobia, those will always be there. Just a quick jump in, switch up the mood kind of game, So
Yep.
Yeah, man. It's good times, dude. But that is coming out November 18th. It's gonna be crazy.
It's round the corner.
Yeah. You think your computer can handle it?
Yes.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure it can.
Okay. I like the confidence, dude. I'm hoping mine can too. I think
it will.
Graphics intensive game I play right now might be Baldur's Gate, and it is kind of hitchy and laggy, but I don't know if that's just because it's the early access, or if it's because my computer isn't good enough. So I kind of want to justify it with Cyberpunk, I think.
Did yours handle Witcher?
Oh yeah.
Oh, then yeah, hands down, it can handle.
All right. I'm hoping. I'm praying. Um, but yeah, you got anything else, man? It's been my week.
Yeah, nothing here.
Oh, PlayStation 5. Sony showed off the new user interface, which looks a lot like the PlayStation 4, so I don't think they're changing much. Some features I think they're doing is giving you like progression bars to your games and trophies that you could just see right away. Their party system, they just changed their party system recently, I think, right? In PlayStation, so it's like Discord now. I haven't really messed around with it too much, so I don't know. But you said it was kind of annoying, right?
Yeah, like when you create the party, it kind of stays there as like a message party zone thing. So like you can't really re-invite, person. They're already invited, and it's just up to them to
jump
join.
in and out.
Yeah, okay. And then it stays there, and I'm like, oh, like that's not
you know
fun.
what? That's true because, and that is frustrating because how do you tell someone, hey, I want you to jump in this party with me, without sending them another invitation or something? I guess you could send them a message, but I feel like that should just be a one button thing from the party menu.
Yeah, like re-invite, you know, or something like that.
Yeah, because
to join.
Like now that I think about it, yesterday when we played Ghost of Tsushima, and you said, "All right, let's go to the party." I think I went somewhere to get a drink real quick and jumped in the party, but it wasn't through an invite. I like opened up my party system and saw you and Anthony in there already, and then just jumped in. Okay, so that is kind of annoying. I'm with you.
And then like, we have to keep creating, different, I don't know, various party groups.
Yeah.
So like, if I want to play with 3 different people, I have to create another group.
Yeah.
And then if they want to play, if I'm going to play with one different person from that 3-party group, I have to create a third thing. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's all over the place.
Yeah, like, because I don't know.
Interesting. I know they changed the trophy system too. They changed how the points calculate and what your trophy score, what level you are based on the trophy type or calculations. They're changing the store. They're just really, really ramping up for the PlayStation 5 and the new user interface. One cool effect I saw is just like the recent iPhone update too. You could have picture-in-picture. But technically, I think like you and I can play Ghost of Tsushima together, and I can watch your stream of the game while playing the game, so I can get like your POV or something.
Oh, like Discord.
Oh, there you go. Exactly. Yeah. But for that to work on a console is kind of crazy to me. The PlayStation 5 is gonna be fucking strong, dude. If it could pull off all this stuff.
Yeah.
What else? Everything loaded fairly fast, I think. Like you try to take a picture or save your video during some games with the PlayStation 4, it like lags for a few minutes.
10 seconds.
Yeah, everything looks much faster, much crisper on the PlayStation 5. Yeah, they've done a lot of reveals and just little show off things to lead up to release, so it's good. Kind of different from Xbox, who's actually given everybody an Xbox to try it out. It's kind of funny. I've been reading reviews of people that have got them, and everyone's kind of the same, where it's like, yeah, they gave me an Xbox, told me to talk about it. I don't really know what to say because they didn't tell me what to talk about. Which is cool. I think they're like, yeah, here you go. Just say whatever you want about it. They don't want to really shape the narrative too much. They want people to just really talk how they feel about it. That being said, them not knowing how to feel about it kind of concerns me. Like, what the fuck? It's your job to write about it, dude. Fucking write. No one has to point you in the right direction. That's crazy. But yeah, the countdown is on, dude. Less than a month away from the next generation, dude.
Yeah, we're seeing the light of the light at the end of the tunnel.
I think it's gonna be crazy having something that's stronger than my computer right now. Because now, my PC is the end all be all, right? Like, if I want to play, yeah, I'm playing Witcher 3 above 30 frames, super smooth with a bunch of mods. It's on my PC, but if I want to play Demon Souls remaster, shit, PlayStation 5, it's only on there and it's going to look great. So I'm excited, man. I'm excited for you to get yours too, dude, so we can multiplayer.
Yeah, I've been checking every day, making sure they restock one day.
You should just line up with your pops at Navy Exchange, dude, and see if they have a bunch of release.
Might have to do that, or I might start like within a week after everything is all released.
True. Hopefully they've seen this initial surge in demand for it, so they're just like, all right, let's pop it out to everybody. Let's make
because if you think about it, like Christmas is coming up.
Yeah,
you need people to give it to their kids. So
exactly. But yeah, the future is now, and the future is just a bunch of video games, man, and good times, dude.
Yep.
But yeah, that is it for us this week. We'll see you guys next week. But before then, Rick, some words of wisdom?
What I've learned in life is if you want something, never say it out loud, because you're never going to get it and everyone else is going to get it for free. And then you're going to be the last one to get it when you want it really bad.
All right, guys. We'll see you next week.